in the bottom right of Ephemeron. Welcome to the grand finals of the Diamond Heroes 4. It's going to be all the way from Egypt, Magnath, TDM. And in the top left, as the Red Terran from the USDR, it's ToonDragon. Been an honor casting for you here today, but we're down to our last 5 possible games of StarCraft. One of these guys gonna walk away with 50% of the prize pool, the other one with 25%. Let's go, boys. Gateway to block off the Reaper jump spot. ToonDragon getting up a refinery. Gonna Reaper expand. Burger Scout happening a little bit earlier for Magnath. He's gonna try and get a delay on the barracks. It's not gonna happen. Dragon pulls the boy. It's a tag on it. Magnath with the gas steal. And shields have regenerated, so RNG is not on his side today. ToonDragon with the engineering bay block in kind. Oh, that's super annoying. Might even get the probe kill. Down goes second gas for the Protoss. Factory finishing up for the Terran. Magnath pushes up the ramp. Down goes a probe. Cyclone coming out for ToonDragon, but a little bit of a supply block. Going to get a delay. It's going to be 2 Zealots out of Magnath, though. This is a little bit interesting. He will cut down this probe. Cyclone isn't going to be able to respawn. The supply depot going to be delayed as well, maybe even picked off. This is a nice little harass here. An Adept coming forward as well. Stalker coming out behind the set home. It's a cancel on the supply depot. ToonDragon not going to be supply blocked just yet. The Cyclone about to come out, but not before supply depot's lit on fire. CV's arrived just in the nick of time, but it's a trap. The Adept gonna get a couple worker kills. His aggression is shut down, but some nice damage here from Magnath. He's gonna get out with the Adept. This isn't game ending either. ToonDragon going for a third CC. That could make him vulnerable to a 2-base push from Magnath. Magnath getting a couple additional gateways out, as well as a robotics facility behind the mineral line. Twilight Council already up. He's clicking on it. See what kind of tech he wants to make. It's gonna be Blink. ToonDragon just now getting a second orbital at the 430 mark. Oh my god, 2 Cyclone aggression here. Tries to pick off a Stalker from ToonDragon, but not quite able to get that done. Blink almost halfway done. I would expect this Stalker count to continue to rise. Magnath also getting a robotics bay. We could be seeing disruptors here. 2 more factory out of ToonDragon. Cyclone upgrade almost finished as well. Repair being dropped on that injured Cyclone. ToonDragon down 26 workers to 41 probes. Magnath is actually opting for the 3rd base. Sockers get some shots off on the Cyclones. I mean, this is heavily in favor of Magnath. He's throwing down a 3rd Nexus. ToonDragon's on the run. Magnath pushing out with the Stalker. But he just wants to get farther ahead. I don't know if I agree with this. ToonDragon already has a 3rd orbital finished. He could move that to location and start evening things up. Magnath is giving ToonDragon a chance to win here. Couple of gateways at the front. Another disruptor coming out. This is a lot of Cyclones here out of ToonDragon, but a blank forward from Magnath could be devastating. Force field is dropped. Out goes a disco ball. Takes out his own Stalker. He's just engaging in psychological warfare against ToonDragon at this point. Like, yeah, bro, you want to come in? Well, I'm gonna blow up my own Stalker. Yeah, I can afford to do that. You can't, can you? Well, I think you can, because army supplies even. ToonDragon's catching up in workers. The 3rd orbital's landed. That means additional mules. Going for an armory behind this. Things are getting more and more and more even, but a lot of disruptors on the field from Magnath. Nice lock-ons here from ToonDragon. Oof. 1 Cyclone does go down. Charge almost finished for Magnath as well. Not really any zealots to speak of. Bunch of lock-ons pick off a bunch of stalkers. A disruptor gets a great shot on the Cyclones. Magnath with double the army supply. 3 Cyclones at a time coming out for ToonDragon. There go a 5th and 6th gas. ToonDragon pushing out another wave of Cyclones, but it's going to be even harder now. There's even more Stalkers, even more Disruptors. Now charge lots, +1's about halfway finished. A Warp Prism coming out, cannons going down. Magnath is looking absolutely unbreakable. Fourth base on the way for ToonDragon. Magnath choosing to move out and expand at the same time. Is he though? Okay, there's the Warp Prism. Oh, he's just gonna hold. ToonDragon pushing out again. Relentless aggression from this guy. He might get a lock-on the Warp Prism. This is a nice trade here. The Warp... he's gonna move out of range. ToonDragon sharks around to the left. Charge lots going around to like see if they can get a run by down. They will scout the mech. Oh, they're on move command. They could have gotten a Hellion there, but Magnath focused on catching them on the other side. Oh, doesn't blink forward. He got blink. He hasn't used blink a single time. Magnath rushed blink. But like, do you know what a blink forward here would do? Terrible things. Those are nice shots, but extended thermal lance on the way, 2 Colossi beginning production at a time. This tank super exposed, but 3 more moving into position. If only these stalkers had some kind of utility to get, you know, to close range with the tanks very quickly. A lot of these disruptors going down, but there's still 5 left. Oh god, the Cyclones move into a disruptor shot. Charge lots. Pick off the Cyclone. Down go all the tanks. The charge lots still pushing in. A little bit indecisive, but they'll still get these 2 tanks. These 2 CCs under fire from the stalkers. The Colossi are moving across the map. 2 more in production. ToonDragon has lost 40 SCVs. He responds by making 2 more command centers. No, ToonDragon, you gotta hold the front. You gotta produce. You gotta make units. Oh god, the charge lot's in on yet another tank. Down go more Hellions. I mean, ToonDragon might be able to hold, but Magnath is on 66 workers to 37. 60 army supply to 40. The reinforcements are coming. The 4th base established behind this. Here comes a warping of charge lots. There's no more tanks left. It's Hellions fighting stalkers. This CC heavily damaged. Here come the disruptors. Oh god, no! Okay, alright. Down goes another tank. Only 3 disruptors left. Going down to blue full. It's just engagement. Dragon holds, but here come the Colossi off the cliff. Here's another warping of charge lots. The Hellion's actually going to be able to choke point these, but at the loss of another tank. ToonDragon's running out of minerals here. Yeah, Colossi fighting the Hellions in the choke, but they're going to take forever to kill this tank. He needs to micro that into the warp prism. Down it goes. GG is called, and Magnath takes game number 1 of the grand finals. In the top right, as the pink Protoss from the Platinum Heroes, it's Magnath. In the bottom left, as the red Terran, it's ToonDragon. Magnath taking game number 1. The delay on the natural of ToonDragon, and ToonDragon's total greed and constant aggression just kind of taking himself out of the game. You know, this is a little bit different than every other series we've casted. This is a best of 5, and what I'm waiting for is the cheese. That's what I'm really like praying and hoping for, because best of 5s allow for a variety of builds, right? You can go down 2 games and be like, all right, well, it's time to switch it up, because I have 2 games to play around with. It's very hard to win 3 games in a row in a series. Magnath with a very dominating performance so far today. 2 probes going down so far. Reaper picking off one on the other side. Adept gonna chase it away. Magnath with a Nexus. ToonDragon once again going into Factory. Gonna swap it onto the Tech Lab. There should be a tank coming out of here, or a Cyclone. Yeah, more likely a Cyclone. I don't know why I said tank. Yeah, it's gonna be a Cyclone. Natural CC does finish on time here on World of Sleepers. ToonDragon off to a far better start. Didn't get his gas stolen. Got that CC up. Magnath, the Twilight Council, and a Robo Facility. Stalker coming out of the gateway. Adept backing up a little bit. Second factory coming up for ToonDragon. Going into Cyclone production. Magnath a little bit supply blocked, not warping in any pile, or nope, okay, there's 4 of them, never mind, I'm an idiot. Okay, Blank almost finished, Stalker's coming out, Robotics Bay under development, ToonDragon going for a 3rd CC, poking out with these Cyclones, and he keeps going for these Cyclone aggression, but it doesn't do like too much damage, and he always takes losses. There's another factory going up for ToonDragon. Should see some passivity. Magnath once again going into disruptors. Isn't broke, don't fix it. ToonDragon moving out again with 4 Cyclones. I mean, Blink is finished. Magnath has to use it for it to mean anything, but oh god, these Cyclones are so exposed. They're gonna get lock-ons through the Fog of War, but one of them goes down to meet. There we go! There we go, buddy! Okay, 2 Cyclones fall. This is just... I don't know. Magnath has to do something different. ToonDragon clearly has to do something different. Magnath is holding these constantly, and ToonDragon is bleeding himself out a Cyclone at a time. I don't really understand like the methodology behind this, but ToonDragon fought so hard to make it to these finals. He's got to think. He's got to use his head if he wants to defeat the might of Magnath. Magnath moving out with a huge Stalker Ball. Oh god, the Hellions get caught out front because ToonDragon once again trying to go for aggression. There's only 3 Cyclones to hold down the fort. Blink getting closer and closer to getting off cooldown. There is a siege tank on the high ground. Magnath making a little bit mistake not committing against that siege tank. He could have blinked to the high ground using the Warp Prism for vision, but gonna drop the Disruptor. ToonDragon cancels the 4th base. Gonna start up a 4th base again. He's under siege and he's starting up a 4th CC. Mules at the 3rd. Oh god, the Disruptor shot! Picking off the Cyclones and the Hellion. ToonDragon just like I need to attack. I must destroy him before he destroys me. But through its constant aggression, he destroys only himself. The Observer Gaining high ground vision if these stalkers wanted to blink up. The tank's super exposed, only a couple Hellions. Oh, there's tanks 3 and 4, but so much ground to cover here for ToonDragon. 3 more factories on the way. ToonDragon splits off 2 Hellions. I guess they're just checking. See if this base is up. Well, okay, they might delay the 4th. Okay, they will delay the 4th. Oh no, they're gonna go after a pylon. Magnath with a huge move in. Charge lots get in on the tank. There's still 2 more behind this. Blink forward, picks off one of them. Down goes the 4th tank. Charge lots get us around on one of the Hellbats. Down goes another siege tank. Magnath has the bases split. Another warping of charge lots going to contain anything that tries to break out of the natural. ToonDragon morphing in an orbital. He's getting 2 more CCs in the main again while he's under siege. Telling us we'll finally rush this probe though, and maybe get that pylon eventually. Supply depot's going down. Charge lot's gonna pick off a Hellion. More and more shots going down on the CC. Another supply depot will fall. Warp Prism loads up, going to head into the main while the natural is being sieged down. Another CC under threat. 31 SCVs go down. Charge lots in on another tank. And once again, Magnath is in the main, in on the production. GG is called, and Magnath takes a 2-0 lead in the finals. Map number 3 is Disco Bloodbath. Is up 2-0 in this series, a single game away from 50% of the prize pool and becoming the Diamond Heroes 4 Grand Champion. It's Magnath. And on the left, as the Red Terran, he's trying to bring it back. Can he cause an upset? Can he begin gaining momentum in the series? It's ToonDragon. As ToonDragon, what do? I think you cheese at this point. It looks like he's going for a standard Reaper expand here, but he's lost twice now to Magnath. Does he have a build up his sleeve? He can't do the same thing a 3rd time in a row. He's going for the barracks. Could he try bio? Could he maybe do a 2 base push and not expand? But this Cyclone Harass is just not working against Magnath. Worker Scout goes out. One of them's going to tag onto the probe. Worker position. The reason you do this is you saw Magnath steal the gas in game number 1. You hold position in SCV here. It loses a little bit of mining time, but there's actually a small area around the geyser that you need to have access to build an extractor. So the probe can't place down an assimilator if there's a worker placed here. ToonDragon going up the ramp. Magnath with the block off on the Reaper jump. It's a second gas. The CC is officially delayed. It's gonna be about maybe 6 seconds. If Magnath wins this, I don't think he's dropped a map. Is he going to be the Cyril of the Diamond Heroes here? ToonDragon's going into factory. He has a tech lab. I don't know, Kev. I don't know. I think ToonDragon's way forward is to mix up his strategies. He has to win 3 games in a row if he wants to take these finals. Robotics facility finishing up for Magnath. There's a gateway. There's a gateway. Twilight Council actually a little bit late. Compared to when Magnath threw it down in the previous game. Stalker moves down the ramp. It's gonna tag onto the SCV. Cyclone tags onto the Adept, picks it off. Ooh, somebody disconnected. It's Magnath. I think we have another computer crash here from Magnath. And we're back. So, ToonDragon once again going into factory. Oh god, there's a second factory. Why ToonDragon? Why? It's gonna be a tank. Not a Cyclone this time, so maybe learned a little bit. But 4 Stalkers load up into a Warp Prism. So maybe a Cyclone would have... Oh, well, he has one out, but I don't know. I don't know, Kev. ToonDragon has a long way to pull back this series. It's definitely possible. Magnath has momentum in his favor. Oh, ToonDragon drops a third. The SCV is going to go down, as is this tank. Oh. Another warping of Stalkers. The third CC is cancelled. Sadon will be picked off. Cyclone gets a lock on, but there's so much damage. There's 9 army supply to 20 here. Warp Prism can save some of these Stalkers. Yeah, he's going to micro it back. 7 at 8. SCVs have gone down. 9. Down goes the tank. Magnath seems absolutely unstoppable. SCVs are pulled to hold the line, but more and more going down. Cyclone gets a lock on. ToonDragon's fighting with everything he had. The boys are pulled. Only 3 Stalkers left, but 36 Protoss workers behind this. Magnath still with a Stalker, isn't relenting in the aggression. He's going to drop it. It will fall to the Cyclones. An ill-fated warping of Stalkers here. One of them falls before it hits the map. But 16 workers go down for ToonDragon. Cyclone gets a lock on the Prism. It should be able to pick this up. Oh, the Stalker saves the Prism. ToonDragon holds. But at what cost? Magnath with a second Immortal coming out. Warp Prism still alive. 3 Adepts. Going to shade forward. Don't know that they can take out these tanks, but they're going to head into the main. The supply depots were not raised. They will make it. They will get even more SCV kills should they choose. They choose to actually take out a Hellion, which is okay, I guess. Going to delay the third CC once again. Every SCV is so valuable for ToonDragon. They're even going to escape. They're going to get to the natural. More workers going down. Warp Prism continuing the aggression. Cyclone has a lock-in though. Magnath forced to cancel. Finally, the Warp Prism is picked off, but Magnath has a third Nexus going down behind this. Immortal Stalker at the natural. Third Immortal coming out. Army supply roughly even, but workers and Town Halls heavily in favor of Magnath. Robotics Bay going down once again, and we will see disruptors. ToonDragon, no! Here come the Hellions, which will do nothing against the 3 Immortals. Oh god, the Cyclone continues in! Half the health gone. Magnath bringing the full might of ire to bear against the Cartoon Dragon. Robotics Bay has finished. Do indeed see disruptors charge under Chrono Boost. This is Magnath's game to lose. This is Magnath's series to lose. There are about $25 US on the line here. And of course, the title of Grand Champion of the Diamond Heroes 4. ToonDragon doesn't want to tap out, but he's going for more aggression. It might work out. Is he going to get the snipe on the Immortal? He sees it. Alright, he is going to go after it. This Immortal will fall. Dragon might lose a Hellion. Yeah, that's a nice pick there, but here comes the rest of Magnath's army. Down goes a Hellion. Heavy damage on one of the remaining Cyclones. ToonDragon pulling back to the tank line. A third CC has finished for him as well. Is it morphing into an orbital? It already has. Not moved out to location, nor can it with this assault from Magnath. Charge almost finished for the pink toss. Extended thermal lance under development. The first Colossi about to hit the field. Stalkers getting shots off on the mech. Siege tanks firing from the high grounds, getting a ton of damage done. I don't think Magnath can break this just yet, but I do think he will contain, and I do think he will send in disruptor shots. ToonDragon's moving out. He's gonna reposition on the low ground, try to move out his third CC. Oh, disruptor shot takes out two of Magnath's own stalkers. He's fighting from the high grounds. ToonDragon gets a lot of heavy tank shots off this. Magnath no longer has the numbers to break this. It's going to go for another Warping of Charge Lots. Charge has finished. Extended Thermal Lance, seconds away from finishing as well. Oh god, the Charge Lots in on the tanks. Rupture Shot actually damages the tank, but takes out all of the Charge Lots. A single tank going to keep ToonDragon's dreams in the finals alive. The third CC has moved out. Magnath maybe with some positive tilt, taking some bad engagements, but here comes another Warping of Charge Lots. Down goes the tank. The tank's not all firing. The Charge Lots picking them off. They're on move command down the ramp. That means another one will fall. Here come two more Charge Lots. Colossi force is a lift off from the CC. Here come even more Zealots. Hellion tank trying to hold the line, but it's just too much. The Hellbat Morph's gonna do a little bit of damage, but not enough. They're in on the SCV line, and this is an absolute slaughter. Magnath gets us around on the Hellbats. He's gonna begin pushing up the ramp. Is he though? No, he's gonna go after the SCVs. 13 have fallen so far. It's 80 Protoss workers. So much production on the other side of the map. Another Robo going down. Blue Flame for the Terran, but it's just too much. Colossi move up the other side. ToonDragon just trying to deal with too much at once. Magnath recalls. Charge Lots going in on the CC. Hellions poking down the ramp with a siege tank. They will clean this up. Magnath going back across with a Colossi though. ToonDragon holds once again. Magnath at double the bases, 4 times the worker count. Just taking it easy. He's throwing down a Stargate. He's getting a fleet beacon. Hellions gonna try to make a run by happen. Magnath's army a little bit out of position to intercept this. It's gonna roast some probes. Oh god, the Hellions get trapped in there. Charge Lot's gonna clean them all up. Magnath taking it easy, grabbing a 5th base. so many Colossi on the field. Dragon with 2 Vikings in the air. A couple Hellions on the ground. Granted, there aren't any Stalkers with this army, so the Vikings could totally deal with every single Colossi. In theory. Oh no, there are 3 Stalkers. Okay, never mind, never mind. I'll shut up now. Magnath going into carrier. Just taking a victory lap. Savoring his inevitable win. But could he be overconfident? Could he let ToonDragon get back into this game? It's a very long shot. Five base Protoss going into carrier, getting +1 air weapons. ToonDragon sacrificing more Hellions. First 2 carriers about to hit the map. Magnath going the death push. Hellions out of position, trying to deal damage. Once again, 2 Vikings and a handful of tanks to hold ToonDragon's hopes. In the finals, Magnath moves in with the Colossi. Protoss lasers firing everywhere. Charge lots going to the front. Carriers taking care of the Vikings. A wraparound on the Hellions. GG is called, and Magnath TDM is your Diamond Heroes 4 Grand Champion without dropping a singular map. Now, this puts an end to the Platinum Heroes 4 and the Diamond Heroes 4 tournaments. Thank you so much to all the admins. Thank you so much to the viewers, to everyone who followed, to the subscribers, to the people who put in the Matcherino codes. This is going to be the end here. I'm going to roll the outro videos. If you'd like to stick around, I'm going to be casting close to the end of the Risen Championship series. It's going to be Kasai versus Steven in about 10 minutes. Once again, thank you guys all for watching. I've been Renegade, and I'll see you in the next one.